So, for whatever reason, people want to see Marvel die, and you are more than welcome to be excited about the future of Marvel. Because I myself, as a MCU fan, as a Marvel fan, I'm excited about the future of Marvel. But for whatever reason, people have this thing about nostalgia, about living in the past, about, oh, remember the good old days, guys. Like, remember when it was Infinity War and Endgame, and oh, that was just peak Marvel, and oh my gosh, the Infinity Saga was so great. And by all means, you can like that. I'm not hating on you for liking that, because I understand myself that was peak Marvel. Storytelling, character art, character development, everything around the Infinity Saga has led to where we are now, whether good or bad. But I think people's fascination with the past and with nostalgia is sometimes what's killing this process of Marvel, and for people to actually just enjoy Marvel, even somewhat of the DCEU, right? Because yes, while the Infinity Saga was good, right? That era of Marvel is over, and there's a dawning of a new era. And just because you like a certain era does not mean that anything that's new that's coming out automatically is bad. I have not seen Captain America Brave New World, but I'm almost guaranteeing when I see it, at least from my perspective, things that I saw in the trailer, the movie to me does not look as bad as it's being portrayed online. And the end credit scene, the post credit scene, wherever they placed the post credit scene at, whether it was the middle of the credits or the end of the credits, that was setting up, because I've seen that's setting up the bigger picture of the rest of the multiverse saga. The end credit scene doesn't always need to be this grando, like Thanos level reveal of what's going on, right? Sometimes it could just be as simple as, Sam just talking to whoever he was talking to, and that's it, because it's setting up a bigger picture and it's setting up something bigger that's coming in the near future. That's it. There's been no, there's been a lot of stuff that's come out within the last like 2 years from Marvel that have actually been good. And I'm not saying this. I'm not being paid by Marvel to say this. This is just from my perspective. This is just from the film geek John's perspective. Yes, while there has been a lot of stuff that Marvel has missed the mark on recently, all the stuff that has come out within the past 2 years of Marvel, and ever since we've been in this multiverse saga, they have all not been bad. You have to remember, WandaVision came out during this. I'm gonna go on a limb. I know I'm gonna be crucified for this, but I liked Moon Knight. Moon Knight wasn't a bad show. It wasn't perfect, but it wasn't bad. I actually liked Miss Marvel. I thought Miss Marvel was good. I like the Eternals movie. The Eternals is one of the most slept on, underrated, and probably more overhated movies I've seen Marvel release. For whatever reason, nobody likes that movie. I don't know if it was because it was too long. I don't know if it was because of the group of people that they were dealing with. Nobody really knows who the Eternals are. I don't know. But I like the Eternals. I thought the Eternals was great. I had a fun time watching the Eternals. Obviously, we're not going to talk about No Way Home because No Way Home is just, come on. You're not going to sit here and tell me that you didn't like No Way Home. I'm not going to believe that. I thought Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness was good. I thought it was good. It did its job in establishing the introduction, basically letting us know different worlds out there in the multiverse. I thought it was good. Captain America Brave New World, I'm pretty sure I'm going to have a fun time watching this. I'm not going to have like a super, super good time. Like, I'm not going to be like, oh, this needs to be in-game Infinity War level, even like Civil War level. But if it gives me enough of like, oh, some good action and at least a decent story, I'm going to be entertained. It's not hard to entertain me, at least. Everybody, and I think that's the problem with Marvel right now. They're trying so hard to please everybody that I feel like right now they're getting in their own way of what they know works. They know what works. We don't have to tell them what works. We don't have to go online and tell them like this crap is bad, this crap is good. We want this in here, we don't want this in here. Marvel, Kevin Feige knows what works and what does not work. We've seen that in the Fantastic Four trailer. We finally got a comic accurate version of the Thing. We finally, from my perspective, we got what feels like a very well thought out casting choice for all the Fantastic Four. And I feel like that's going to be a major part of why this is going to be a good movie. We don't need to tell Kevin what works. I'm pretty sure Kevin Feige knows what works. But I think sometimes during the process of this whole entire saga that we've been in, multiverse saga, I feel like sometimes he's been trying to please the fans, and the fans, even when it looks like they're giving, like he's giving them what they want, they're still not upset. The fans are the same people that during Deadpool and Wolverine, yeah, we got all those cameos, and some people were still upset that I saw online that we didn't get, like, oh, Magneto wasn't in there, oh, Rogue wasn't in there, oh, we didn't get Daredevil in there. We thought Ben Affleck's Daredevil was gonna be in here. He wasn't in there. Why did you guys do that? It had not been confirmed that he was gonna be in there. No one said Daredevil was gonna be in the movie. That's your fault for believing in your head, this is what I want to see in the movie. And then when it's not in the movie, you get upset at Marvel because they didn't put it in the movie. That's what you thought of in your head. And that's what Marvel fans do sometimes. Not even Marvel fans. That's what every, like, for right now, that's what every comic book superhero movie fan does. Because they picture a certain idea of how they want their character portrayed, but they have to realize that sometimes that's not going to work. They have to dramatize some stuff and change some stuff to not only just entertain the comic book fans, because I myself am a comic book fan as well too. And there's been some stuff and I'm like, I don't like that. That doesn't look right in the movies. But there's some stuff that they have to change, not only to entertain the comic book fans, but the casual moviegoer as well. Not everybody that's recently within the last 10 years that now likes Marvel and the MCU, not every one of those people, majority of those people are not going to go read comic books. They only know Marvel and only know Captain America and Iron Man and Spider-Man from the MCU. So you have to make it entertaining, not just for the diehard comic book fans, but for the casual moviegoer as well. All I'm saying is, guys, you can hate Marvel if you want to. You can think that it's dead. It's not dead. It's not going anywhere. They have some great stuff lined up. And like the girl said in the video, I don't know why this is a bad thing. I somebody said it in her video that I'm stitching. I don't know what, like, why is it bad to not to like the future of what Marvel is doing? You have your perspective, she has her perspective, I have my perspective, I have my opinion, and I agree with her. I like the future of Marvel. I like where the future of Marvel is going. I think Marvel has a great future ahead of them. If they play their books right and they play their cards right and they go along stuff the right way, I think Marvel has a good future. But this whole, like, Marvel is dead narrative, oh, the MCU is dead, like, all this, guys, we need to stop this, because it's not dead. If we would allow stuff to play out and stop envisioning what we want as fans and just accept sometimes, yeah, it wasn't a good movie, it wasn't a bad movie, but it gave us something to a bigger picture, that's all that matters at the end of the day. We're building up to something. And they're introducing a new crop of characters that's going to lead us into the mutant saga after the Secret Wars. Not everything is going to be good. But just because it's not good doesn't mean that you hate on it and say that Marvel is dead. That's what I'm saying. Not everything that Marvel puts out that you think is not good indicates that Marvel is dead in the waters. At the end of the day, you can like Marvel if you want to. You cannot like Marvel. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not trying to sway anybody's opinion to force them to like Marvel. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just sick and tired of this narrative that I'm seeing online that people keep saying that Marvel is dead. Not everything has been that they put out has been a complete flop. It's only a flop because you see it as a flop. Because you have this weird connotation in your head that you want Marvel to die. I'm the Film Geek John. I'll see you guys in the next review.